The Selective Service, the database that is in place in the United States of America, which is the first step in enforcing a draft in America. We need to resist this. As we watch the freedom of speech die in America, the loss of our human rights in enormous ways, since 2020, we've not had many human rights in America. We know it's possible if these governments and corporations are restricting and removing our human rights. We know that a draft could be possible in these turbulent times. The ACLU is in a push for equality, stating that women must register for the draft. The real answer we need, though, is abolition. We need to abolish the state-sponsored slave labor. We can no longer have our government pushing slave labor on its own people. I think the court may agree with the idea of equality, but then I only see, though, the only thing we can do after that is to branch out to the women and make sure we all want to abolish this problem that is afflicting our country. The fact that state-sponsored slavery is something someone's seen as peasants to these elite and their wars, the fact that all of we, the people, are allowed this tyranny, this issue that is in all of our lives, we must resist. We must resist now, and we must resist more than ever. Women must stand with the stage set by the Kent State Massacre, which brought us to the end of the draft for around 50 years. To finalize it, to place the hammer in the coffin to this idea, is the biggest need that we must do. We must all push and see. We do not want those who do not want to fight. We do not want them to fight. We need the volunteers, those who are wanting to do such a thing, as many would just protest in the face of the evil wars that our nation is in. Even if we all agreed a needed war, we must not force a citizen to fight, but instead welcome the individuality. Let's go back to our individuality. Let's go back into being the bosses of our own lives. Why should the government force any of us to go die for them when none of them are willing to even sacrifice for us? Instead, they just take our rights away. Instead, they just take all of our rights away. They do not even want to sacrifice at all, but they tell us to go kill ourselves for the government and for the politicians. But if there's a virus, they're just over there like, oh, shut it all down. Oh, if there's somebody protesting at a courthouse or at a Capitol Hill, they're like, oh, just shut it down. Oh, just shut it down. Because they do not want to sacrifice for us, but they will be sacrificing us for them. We have fought many wars on lies, and many wars in the past were fought initially on nothing, but later the government found a story to make it sound okay to have done. The blood shed cries, but many ignore the reality of screams, the agony of battle, and the gore that pushes many into psychosis. For 50 years, we have not had the draft used, and we must keep it that way.
Exclusive designs are found at Truth to Freedom. Buy a shirt today, or a hoodie. We have the best freedom designs on anything. Americana Legends Design Series, monsters like Bigfoot. Exclusive brands exist on Truth to Freedom, like the music brand, Bash. Great and unique designs. Another exclusive brand, existing on Truth to Freedom, is Noir. Elegant and noir-themed designs. Americana designs exist. Show your patriotism. Show you are filled with the American spirit. Show them all.